Welcome to the video. We'll today discuss something which is very important. The poll promises can be construed as a correct practices under section 123 of Representation of People Act. In a parliamentary democracy, the political parties and their manifestos, election manifestos, poll promises play a vital role. Because as a citizen, as a voter, one needs to know what these guys, when they come to power, will do for us, will do for the common man. What is their agenda? That is all being reflected in the policies and programs of the political party is reflected in the poll promises, starting from the essential social service activities, essential welfare measures to irrational freebies. That is detrimental to the interests of the individual, society, revenue, and recently the freebies have gone so crazy, such a level that many of the economies at the state level, they are facing imminent bankruptcy. That is the word being used. I have spoken at length about freebies and how freebies are very essential for the development of the human capital in a country like India. Yes, if you want to see that again, please go and check up in the description box. I have given the link. Watch it. We as an elector, we select our representative unless and until the political parties spell out what is their policies and program. We cannot become an informed voter as to select which party or which person is suitable to be sent to parliament and the assemblies. See, and recently when the case came up, N.V. Ramana, the former CJI, constituted a 3-judge bench to go into what is called the earlier judgment made in 2013, which says that as per the Representation of People Act, section 123, the poll promises, the election manifesto cannot be construed in any point of imagination as corrupt practices. Suppose a candidate comes to your home, he offers money or money value, then he asks for a vote. He talks about your community, he talks about your caste, he lures you for a vote. Then in that case, if it is found out, it will be a corrupt practice. But at the same time, freebies are being stacked in the political parties in the poll promises. In 2013, the Supreme Court, led by 2 judges bench in Subramaniam Balaji case, clearly spelled out that the political parties, when they make poll promises, they cannot be construed as corrupt practices under section 123 of Representation of People Act. When there is no legal check on this announcement of freebies and distribution of freebies, that has gone to a crazy level. A 3-judges bench was constituted to take a relook at the 2013 judgment, which also finds out some enforceable order. Underline enforceable order for the political parties in making such kind of freebies in an irrational manner. Freebies are those not coming under the purview of welfare schemes, which are meant for upgrading the poor people's life, to improve the standard of life, to enable him to enjoy certain fruits of the society, development, technology. But he talks about what is known as indulging in kind of freebies, irrational freebies, which from the public money. This kind of a mindless and endless freebies, we should understand, ultimately it leads to a state of cash crunch, where the states are compelled to borrow more to fund their freebies, because political parties must be popular. If they cannot afford to lose the popularity, so there is a kind of a demand comes from the people. They try to accept, try to accommodate as much as possible in order to be popular, in order to stay popular with the people, with the voters. It is learned that an expert committee will be constituted to go into these freebies, to segregate what is a freebie and a social welfare scheme, and how to control the freebies so that the economy is not affected. Freebies are not new. It can always be found in a society, in a country which is influenced by socialistic thoughts. We were more influenced by the socialist thought of the USSR than by the capitalistic thought of the United States of America. That is why we became more socialistic bent of mind. Naturally, a country that has been plundered by the colonial imperialist groups and left with nothing to defend for itself in 1947 has to be more socialistic oriented, right? So much of money is being spent on these freebies, irrational freebies, then the government will be left with very little money for providing basic amenities and services, and even there will be more money for infrastructure. All the money that is sunk in certain freebies are not productive at all. Maybe freebies that are being provided through noon meal scheme, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Program, then your food security through supply of grains, food grains and essential commodities through your public distribution system as warranted under the Food Security Act. There are immense health facilities, education facilities. They need to be given, yeah, because they create one capital. Why freebies are popular? Poverty, lack of education, failure of reaching a minimum basic standard of living for people, growing inequalities are some of the reasons for this freebies culture. The other way around, the poor people, economically, those who are struggling with their what you call minimum income, they spend a lot of out-of-pocket expenses towards their education and health. If the states can provide free education and free health, that is enough for us. As a matter of fact, many of the Western countries, they tax you more. They take a lot of money as taxes, but they provide you free education and free health care. That's enough. That is what we require. Number two is growing unemployment over a period of time. So people need freebies. Number three, increasing cost of living. Number four, the consumeristic culture. Today, whether you have resources, whether you have funds, whether you have means, people wanted to enjoy a lot of luxury items. But you cannot call them as luxury item. Having a television at your home or a smartphone for use in a digital age, they have all become essential commodities rather than luxuries. Are we creating a dangerous web where the political parties, they go about announcing and offering more freebies, irrational freebies, and we started accepting them as a kind of a matter of right? Where it is going to lead, it's a vicious cycle. What is the impact that makes on the state's economy? Number one, it burdens the exchequer. Where the revenue come from? They come from the taxes, direct and indirect taxes, mostly contributed by the people. If funds are not available for providing basic amenities, if infrastructure needed are not being taken care of, then it is also going to be a botheration for the people. Freebies disrupt demand and supply structure. All of a sudden the demand goes up and there is an inflationary trend and it comes down. It's creating lot of market dynamisms are being very badly affected. Ultimately, there is no free meal. We need to earn our meal. There is a proverb. Teach a person to catch the fish. He will have the fish every day. Don't give him a fish. He will have it only for a day. So in that analysis, the freebies makes a kind of what you call letharginess among a section of the people. I am not blaming all. There are a section of the people. They begin to feel when everything is available at free of cost, why go and labor? Society that lacks entrepreneurial skill and the tendency to work hard, hardly working people are there. In such a scenario, it will be hampering its own growth and development. Remember that India is in the cusp of harvesting the demographic dividend. At this point of time, it is essential that every one of us contribute for the development of the country. That is how we become more industrialized and developed country. So friends, to end today's video, we'll have to find out that will the court will be able to find out the subtle difference between the freebies and the welfare schemes on one hand, and they'll also find out an enforceable order that can put the political parties under check in making, announcing and also distributing irrational freebies. Okay, hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share with your friends because it is very, very important that everybody should have an idea about this. If you are a school kid, it is okay. If you are a college kid, you are okay. You need to know about this. If you are a person writing for competitive examination, it becomes very, very essential. And a person like me, a person like you can listen to this so that we improve our understanding. We don't go by what you call the multitude of views given by the medias from their own angle, not from the people's angle. Thanks for watching. See you at another video. This is your Jawahar signing off. Bye-bye.